What is up, guys? You already know why I'm here. You already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be talking that shit to Houston. Y'all couldn't get that win. What happened, guys? What happened? Damn, Houston. I thought you guys were better than this. I thought you guys were going to go to the Western Conference Finals. This was your year. You guys got Westbrook. You guys traded CP3, who was old. They didn't have it anymore. Damn, let me close the curtains a little bit because the light's a little too bright. A little bit better. All right, here we go. So you know why I'm here. You know who I am. You know what I'm about. I'm about that life. You know I'm about talking that trash to all them Houston fans. What happened, guys? Are you guys going to stick to Daniel House, or are you guys going to go to the China narrative? The Lakers need to win in order for the NBA to succeed. Which one are you guys going with? So I could tear that shit apart. You know? I love it. I love hearing all your excuses. But you guys failed to realize that Westbrook didn't show up. You guys failed to realize that even with Daniel House, he was trash. Ratings in the United States, though they say that they're bad, they look pretty good to me. I don't know, guys. I don't know, Houston. You guys talk a lot of shit, but when it comes to facts and really talking about that, I don't see anything from you guys. So, what's up? You guys ready to get torn down? But before we do, I have a special guest, a real special guest. This person gets paid to analyze teams and players. This person is the reason, another reason, because there's a lot of stupid ass people out there that give me motivation to do this, to continue doing this. Because if they can do it and get paid for spewing out bullshit, there's no reason why I can't do it. I'm a lot smarter than them. I just don't have a degree. And nowadays, you don't need a degree to be that stupid. So here it goes. Oh, snap. I didn't even put it in. Damn. My bad. Damn. I did not put that in. That's a huge mess up by me. Hold up. Let me see if I could come up with a video myself. Don't even trip. I got you guys. Damn, I don't have it, guys. I done messed up on this one. I really messed up on this one. It was basically Jackie McMullen and Brian Windhorst talking about the Lakers, how they weren't going to be the team because you already know. You know the trash that they talk. Jackie McMullen talking about Kawhi Leonard's an easier person to plug into the team rather than AD, who you had to build around. And with LeBron James, you're not going to know what or who you're going to get with him. Damn, I can't believe I done messed up this bad. Damn. Jackie McMullen, where you at though? Brian Windhorst, where you bitches at? Where you dumb bitches at? You guys were talking all that shit before the season even started without giving one game notice. And now that the Rockets got eliminated, bounced out in a gentleman's sweep real quick, real good, y'all know where to be found. What happened? Just what happened? I really hope I can find this video. Let me see. I'm gonna try one last thing. Here we go.
Well, they are. And start with the fact defensively. Who's gonna score against the Los Angeles Clippers? I mean, it's incredible. And the Lakers are going to be a work in progress. That's just the truth. Kawhi Leonard is so much easier to plug in to any lineup than Anthony Davis. You have to learn to work around Anthony Davis, who, by the way, has to, at the same time, learn to work around a guy named LeBron James. That's a lot more complicated than taking Kawhi Leonard, whose skill set has just proven to be, you just plug him in almost anywhere, and he's going to be fine. He just blends right into what they're doing, and I would say the same thing about Paul George.
I think the Clippers are a better team.
Well, they are.
These people get paid a lot of money to be stupid. And I know if they can be paid, I can be paid. Why is it? What's the reason behind me not being able to get paid? I mean, I'm just as stupid, if not smarter. No, you know what? You're right, Greg. You're right, Gregory Johnson. I should cuss a little bit less. It just when I get caught up in the stupidity that is the media, I get like launched up with suspense and excitement. But let's do this. We already talked about Daniel House. Let's talk about the other reasons why the Lakers won, because the Houston Rockets are never gonna let up on. They swear Daniel House is Hakeem Olajuwon. They swear he's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They swear he's Patrick Ewing. He's Shaq. They swear, like they would bet their lives, everything they own, on Daniel House. We even got some fake Laker fans that are trying to demoralize their own team by saying that the Lakers cheated and somebody snitched out Daniel House. Bro, relax with that. Let's go to the real facts, shall we? Let's look at the facts. So here goes. Obviously, the Lakers were bigger. They were living in the paint, just like I had told you guys. Game 1, they lost in the paint, 40-42 points in the paint to the Rockets. That was game 1. Then the Lakers adjusted. Game 2, 54 points to 26 points for the Rockets in the paint. Game 3, 56 points. The Rockets adjusted. They got 46 in the paint. Miraculously got 46 points. Game 4 was a slaughter. Was just a disrespectful kill for the Lakers. 62 points in the paint to 24 for the Rockets. They couldn't buy a bucket. And this is where supposedly your savior, Lord and Savior, Daniel House could have helped out. Whatever. And finally, Game 5, the Lakers said, you know what? We're good in the paint. We know how to win. They only let up 34 points. They allowed the Rockets to have 36 points. What they did, they demoralized the Houston Rockets. They not only said, hey, we got our game in the paint done already. Look at this. Shout out to Talen Horton Tucker. Shout out, man. He came in out of nowhere, and put in some work. They should put a T at the end of his name to keep it as Talent Horton Tucker. But anyways, Game 5, the Lakers just said, we got our game in the paint set. We don't need to continue working on that. Let's work on our outside game. Right off the bat, they started shooting threes. They set a franchise record. 19 made 3 points for franchise record in the playoffs. Bro, they shot 53% from 3. You remember how in Game 1, kind of a little bit of Game 2, some of the Portland series? Look at this. They got Westbrook. They got in his head. Oh, that's Rondo's brother. Bro, I understand what Patrick Beverly does. I know who he is. I know about him. But, bro, Rondo and his brother? Come on, man. Really? Anyways, shooting the lights off from 3. And here goes. So the excuse, and it was such a bad beating for the Lakers that Mike D'Antoni said, I don't want to come back next year. Imagine that. A Lakers team demoralized their opponent so bad that rather than Houston firing Mike D'Antoni said, you know what? I don't want to come back next year. Westbrook was garbage in this series. But let's look at this. The quote that Mike D'Antoni said was, supposedly they asked him what went wrong with the small ball lineup, and Mike D'Antoni said, ask the Lakers. They beat us with our own system, the small ball lineup. Let's look into that. How about we look into it? First of all, JaVale McGee didn't play a lot, but he did play in this series. He's 7 feet tall. Anthony Davis, 6'10". I'm sorry. My bad, Anthony Davis. 6'10", 6'11". My bad. LeBron James, 6'8", 6'9". Kuzma, 6'8", 6'9". And the pickup, Markieff Morris, man. Pickup so far of the Lakers team. Post Avery Bradley, 6'8". The The Rockets, I believe their tallest person might have been Covington, who's 6'8", 6'9". I mean, why didn't you play him? Like, why didn't you try to match that up? You went with PJ Tucker, who was supposedly decent. He locked up Anthony Davis supposedly in game 1. So what happened the rest of the series? Anthony Davis wasn't even trying in game 5, and they still won handily. It was so bad that they were just out there working on their 3. Like, it's so bad for the it could go either way for the Clippers or the Nuggets, but it's so bad for them that the Rockets gave the Lakers the opportunity to work on their 3-point shot and their outside shots. Bro, it sucks for them. Oh my God. So, like I mentioned, franchise playoff record, 19 3-pointers. Let's look at another thing. Let's kill some more excuses for the Rockets, because you know these dumb idiots. Oh my God. They're going to be filled with excuses for the next 30 years. Let's look at the true shooting percentage for the Rockets and Lakers in this series, shall we? So let's start off with, I don't know. How about we start off with the Lakers? Let's start off with the Rockets. If you guys were so good, let's see how good you guys really were. True shooting percentages. First off, Robert Covington, like I mentioned, shot 68%. James Harden, 66%. Eric Gordon, 60%. And Chris Clemens, 60%. They didn't play much. For some reason, Chris Clemens didn't play much, but he still shot well. Austin Rivers shot 59%. Jeff Green shot 58%. Ben McLemore shot 56%. PJ Tucker shot 52%. And Daniel House shot 50%. Your Lord and Savior, Houston. Your Lord and Savior, Daniel House, shot 50%. And then out of nowhere, Russell Westbrook all the way at the bottom with 48% true shooting percentages. How about we look at the Lakers' true shooting percentage, shall we? There was four Rocket players that played consistently that had 60%. Was it 4 Rockets players? 3. My bad. It was 3. Because the other ones did like 5 minutes for Chris Clemens, 85 minutes for Austin Rivers. Yeah, 3 players that actually got 60% true shooting percentage during this series. So how about we look at the Lakers, shall we? More than 100 minutes played. And I went easy. I said more than 80 minutes for the Rockets, and they only got 3. More than 100 for the Lakers. More than 100 minutes played for the Lakers in order to qualify for this. First off, we got Markieff Morris, 67% true shooting percentage. Anthony Davis, 66%. Alex Caruso, 65%. Kyle Kuzma, 64%. Rajon Rondo, 62%. LeBron James, 60%. Now you go into the lower tiers, now no longer into the 60s. You got, like I mentioned, and how many minutes did he play? He only got 17 minutes, but THT, Talon Horton Tucker, got 58%. Here you go, Danny Green, 57%. KCP, 56%. JaVale McGee, 56%. Bro, the Lakers were shooting the lights out, plain and simple. They were shooting. Relax with that. Now, the game plan for the Rockets was obviously what? The 3-point. That's what they were going to live. They were going to live and die by the 3. Obviously, they died by the 3. So how about we look into that? Let's see. The 3-point percentages for the Rockets. Robert Covington, 50%. Eric Gordon, 42%. Chris Clemens, 40%. Didn't get a lot of playing time, but he shot well, and somehow, some way, they didn't put him in the lineup. Stupid ass. That's on D'Antoni. James Harden, 38%. Ben McLemore, 38%. Austin Rivers, 36%. Daniel House, your Lord and Savior, Houston, 30%. Jeff Green, 27%. Russell Westbrook, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, better than Oscar Robinson, 26%. Any more excuses, Houston? You guys got any more excuses? Because I'm about to tear that shit up right now. I'm about to tear your little theory about the 3-point live and die by it. That's the Lakers have lost 3-0 when PJ Tucker plays. Bro, here it goes. Lakers 3-point percentages. Markieff Morris 50%. Rajon Rondo 44%. Danny Green 42%. KCP 42%. Anthony Davis 40%. Talon Horton Tucker 40%. Kyle Kuzma 36%. Alex Caruso 35%. And LeBron James had a terrible series from the 3 with 29%. Houston, what are your other excuses for the lost series? Did you not see James Harden was already on vacation literally minutes after the game, after the shot clock went off, after the buzzer went off? He was already in actually, no, he was already in vacation mode, kind of like 4 or 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. He was done. Like, that was it. Like, get me out of here. That's it. But no, let's talk about Daniel House. Let's talk about China. Let's talk about somebody snitched him out. Bro, this is on his dumbass. This mess up, if you guys are claiming he's your savior, is on his dumbass. You shouldn't blame LeBron. You shouldn't blame the media. You shouldn't blame security. You shouldn't blame anybody but him. His dumbass is married. His dumbass has a family. His dumbass is the one that invited the girl into his room. Don't be blaming anybody else. Blame his dumbass for being a dumb ass. Plain and simple. Whether the reports are true that somebody snitched him out or not, whether the reports are true that security did it, it doesn't matter. Point blank is he had his girl in the bubble and he chose a hoe. That's on his dumbass. There's no one here to blame but him. But even if Daniel House was here playing, it's still Lakers in 5. There's no way. There's absolutely zero chance the Rockets win. The way these Lakers were playing, no. Done in 5. I gave you guys, Houston, the benefit of the doubt of 6. You could go back and track all that from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Check my social media, check all my channels and all my videos. All of them say Lakers in 6. I gave you the benefit of the doubt for 6 games, taking the Lakers to 6. And you guys choked hard. You guys gave up 4 consecutive wins to the Lakers. The Lakers deserve every single one of those wins. You guys dragged CP3 to the mud throughout the season. And he proved all you guys wrong. You guys put Westbrook, D'Antoni, and Harden and the small ball lineup in a pedestal way up there. And the Lakers tore that up. Played their game inside ball. And played your game. Live and die by the 3. So thank you, Houston, for participating. Now get your shit and get the fuck out. It's done deal. It's over. Daniel House. Stupid. Daniel House is going to save you guys. Yeah, right. Stupid asses. China. Yeah. You know what? LeBron was being called a wash king. Let's check out what a wash king does. Oh. Nope. Rejected. Oh. Nope. Get out of here. Cover. Nope. You already know Westbrook's going to have nightmares. Look at this. Thank you, Houston, for participating. Your participation trophy is not available because we don't give those out. So you can get your stuff. Cry out. And you know what? I get it. You guys talk all that trash about the Dodgers, the fan base, crying about the World Series. Here's the thing. The Dodgers didn't have the opportunity to invite a camera guy and start filming all the other stuff and banging the trash can. They didn't have that opportunity. They didn't present the game plan to the ASStros in the World Series, telling them, here's the pitch selection. Here's who we'd select for different pitchers. Here's our pitch counts. Here's everything. Use it. As for Daniel House, your Lord and Savior, that's on him. So Houston, good luck next year rebuilding, because that's where you guys are heading. Unfortunately for us, we got a number 17 to catch. So with that, let's move on to the Celtics and the Heat matchup. Damn. Damn. This is crazy. So, we got the Eastern Conference Finals finally set between the Celtics and the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat have been playing, oh my God, ridiculous. They should have swept the Bucks. I get it. I'm going to be defensive about the Bucks because obviously they didn't have Giannis at 100%. I'm going to give them credit for that. But Giannis was there for game 1. He didn't start tweaking his ankle till game 2.5, maybe 3. And then he really like messed it up in game 4. And yeah, you already know this. You already know the story. Anyways, the Heat are on a mission. Jimmy Butler's leading them and showing them the way. And what I love the most about this is the fact that we're going to potentially have a Celtics-Lakers matchup. Something that hasn't happened since 2008. But the Heat, I think, are going to be in their way and going to prevent that from happening. Look at Iggy over here. Killing it. Doing his thing. So the Miami Heat are the hottest team still in the East. I'm giving it to the Heat. I'm just going with the Heat. I think it's gonna be them. I firmly believe it's gonna be the Heat going to the to the finals. I get Jason Tatum exists. I get Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart. I get, and they're most likely gonna get what's his main, like, always getting injured. What's my boy's name over here? Always playing video games as well. Oh my God, how could I mess up this name? Always getting injured too. Let's see. Gordon Hayward. They're potentially going to get Gordon Hayward. That's a lot of firepower. Jimmy Butler is a man that could take on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But once you start adding more shooters, it's going to be hard for like Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo. I can't even pronounce his name. But all these players for the Miami Heat, they're deep too. Jay Crowder is like the Markieff Morris of the Heat. He can shoot that 3 like low key. Doesn't look like it, but he can. So, I don't know. Just for the mere fact that Jimmy Butler has that killer mentality and that hunger, that desire, that video that I showed you guys last week about him saying, "Go for the jugular," like he's mad. He's about that life. So I think, and then they got that win in the bubble. I'll give it to the Heat. I honestly didn't have the Heat beating the Bucks. I didn't even have the Heat going to face the Bucks. But stuff happens. We got to understand. We got to move on. And the Heat have been proving me wrong. They go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Cool. Great. Congratulations. You know, there's that hiccup of Giannis. That's always going to be mentioned. But winning and going to the finals, that gets respect. That gets admiration. So if the Heat do it, I'm gonna commend you guys, tip my hat, and respect you guys just for getting there. So a huge task for the Heat, but I think they can do it. I think that there's a lot of shooters with the Celtics, but just the mere fact that Jimmy Butler is Jimmy Butler, I think I'm gonna give it to him. I'm definitely gonna give it to him. They're 1-2 versus the Celtics, and their 1 win came in the bubble. So yeah, the Heat left the Bucks in shambles. So what's gonna happen to them next? Obviously, you trade Eric Bledsoe. They need a true point guard. They need a pass mentality point guard. And there's speculation that supposedly they're planning on going after CP3. Eric Bledsoe's going to get traded, CP3. But that's oh my God. We're talking about $40 million for CP3. You know what he can do. We just saw it in the playoffs. But $40 million is $40 million. And you got to pay Giannis. So what do you do there? Do you sell to make room for him? Like, what can you really do? And how, like, what is the cost for CP3 to come help out Giannis? Chris Middleton, Eric Bledsoe. It's gonna be hell for sure. It's gonna be hell for sure. And finally, I know you guys are waiting on this. I know you guys want to hear me say it. But yo, can someone tell me what is going on with the Clippers? The Utah Jazz were the 12th team in history to give up a 3-1 lead. And they did it to the team that the Clippers are currently playing, the Denver Nuggets, who out of nowhere just came back from a 3-1 deficit. Can someone tell me what is going on? I can't. Like, I for the life of me would have said Clippers in 5, and I think I wouldn't have been wrong. A lot of people would have backed me up on that. Clippers in 6 made a little bit of sense because they would have thought of it as disrespect towards the Clippers because they're deep, the best bench in the league. They're the best 1-2 punch with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard defensively and offensively. They could give you 30 and stop on the other end. But the way I see it, the Denver Nuggets woke up and they're just hungrier. The Clippers are too focused on the Lakers. They're watching and too worried about the Lakers' game plan. Their minds are already in the Western Conference Finals. They're not worried about the current matchup standing right in front of them. They've been already in Western Conference Finals mode since Game 5. You want to know why? Because they had a 16-point lead and they blew it. And they still kept their minds on the Lakers rather than Nuggets, and they gave up another 16-point lead in Game 6. So the Clippers are going to start focusing on the Nuggets. I'll go on a limb and say they are going to advance to the Western Conference Finals, the Clippers. I'm still going with Clippers. However, if their minds are still stuck on Lakers, the Nuggets are going to feed on that and run with it and just take off. So, I see what Kawhi Leonard's doing. He's damn near automatic from mid-range. Paul George can give you 12 or 30. But both of them can give you elite defense. Zubac, man. Damn, Magic. Oh, my God. Magic. Why'd you give up Zubac? I mean, I'm cool with JaVale. I'm cool with Dwight Howard. But the way they're using Zubac over there is like a key front man. So, it's hard. It's hard to go against the Clippers and choose the Nuggets. But, you know, you just can't. If they lose, throw the whole team away. Throw the Clippers. Just get them together. Throw them away. You got Lou Williams, who was distracted by strippers. You got Patrick Beverly getting ejected, getting technicals, getting fouls. Montrezl Harrell calling Luka a bitch-ass white boy. You got Marcus stepping on Luka and causing all these ruckus. So, yeah, it sucks for Kawhi. He's a lovable guy. He's a cool guy. He's a fan favorite. Like, before he became a Clipper, we all, rooted for him. So it's hard to believe that Kawhi Leonard's in the right place. Steve Ballmer dropped an extra bag to get Kawhi. And it wasn't even directly to Kawhi. I'm going to go out and say he gave it to Uncle Dennis. He gave her an extra bag, if not to both. He gave extra bags to Kawhi and Uncle Dennis to get him over to the Clippers, because the reports were out there that he was going to sign with the Lakers. But last minute, they pulled out that Paul George trade. So, either way, Game 7 tomorrow. And based on that, the Lakers have to wait until Friday. So they've had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. They've had 5 days to recover, 5 days to regroup, 5 days to now develop the next step. I don't know if it's good for the Lakers, because taking so much time off can take them out of rhythm. We saw it going into Game 1 with the Blazers. We saw it against Game 1 going for the Rockets. So it could potentially be a problem for the Lakers. Maybe it's strategic on the Clippers end. Take them to 7, beat them hard. Maybe that's what it is. Beat them hard, Game 7, and go into Friday, 2 days rest, still in rhythm, still focused, still ready. So you sneaky bastards, you sneaky little snakes. Yeah, I got you. Figured you guys out. Lakers better be on that. Whatever you guys did Game 5 and Game 6 with the Nuggets, good stuff. Good stuff. Touche, Clippers. Lakers, though, what you guys did Game 4 and Game 5, bring it Game 1. Don't let the foot off the gas. Dwight, this is your last shot at a championship. Bring it hard. All of you guys, bring it hard. Lakers, we're going to be rooting for you. We're hoping because Look, the championship is going to be won here in the Western Conference Finals. This is where the championship is going to be won. Calling it now. Stay tuned. We're going to talk some Dodgers. I'm going to rip those Stay tuned. We'll be right back. So as you all know, you guys already saw, I went to Dodger Stadium on Saturday, and I was there causing chaos. I made some special signs. Let's see if you guys can see them. That your boy, Houston? That's your boy? That's the guy you guys defend? All these clowns. Look at all these clowns. And then obviously, the true World Series MVPs right here. Trash can and spy camera. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this matchup for the Dodgers. I was like already circled on the map, and in the beginning of the year, the COVID thing was just going crazy. Everybody thought the season's not gonna go through. We're not gonna make it to the World Series. Teams are gonna get postponed. All these pandemic, it was just bad. I didn't think we were gonna get here, but we made it, guys. We made it, and we're just 3 weeks away from starting postseason. However, I'm not too thrilled on the Dodgers. So let's start off with them. Okay, so Urias was actually pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I honestly thought he was gonna get wrecked by the Astros. I didn't think he was gonna have this good of a performance. He only gave up 1 run. So I mean, yeah, it was pretty good, a good performance. However, the offense though, they showed up early. You got Chris Taylor with a 2-run home run, then you got Kike with a back-to-back home run, right over Josh Reddick. Josh Reddick has been the biggest trash talker for the Astros. He's the biggest pansy as well, man. So it brings me huge joy to think. Look here, why I hope MLB looks into throwing at Corey Seager, because that was a little scummy. Joe Kelly didn't even hit him, and he got suspended for 8 games. How about you start suspending players for the Astros on that one? Great running play from Mookie. You got Pedro Baez coming in, making his debut. But the trash of the day, oh my God, this was the reason why it wasn't a perfect weekend. After this double by Josh Reddick, Dave Roberts should have ran out there and pulled Kenley Jensen out. Just pull him out. But no, he left them out there, watched them die, and this happened. They tied and then took the lead. Why was he in there for so long? Why didn't he pull him earlier, bro? Why? Just why? And then Gavin Lux strikes out. So Julio Urias bounced back, and I'm surprised and shocked. I commend him for having a great outing versus the Astros. Shout out to Julio Urias. However, Dave Roberts, you idiot. You saw him give up consecutive back-to-back hits, and you left them out there for Josh Reddick. Josh Reddick hits that double, scores runs, and you still leave him out there. We all saw there was nobody alive watching the game that didn't see Kenley Jensen rattled, shook, not confident, not having his, and then this performance and just location was off, and you still left them out there. Why? Why do you do this? You did this with Kershaw multiple times. Why do you do this? You see, everybody sees these players not having it, and you still leave them out there to die. Why? You're trying to be leaving a Cinderella story. You're trying to prove that their confidence is there. You're trying to prove that they're good. Come on, man. It would have been a sweep. It would have been a beautiful weekend in LA if you pull Kenley Jensen even after he gave up that double to Josh Reddick. You pull him, and what runs came in after? What runs came in after Kenley Jensen was pulled? Nothing. The Dodgers would have won 5-3 rather than 5-1. So what? It's a W. We sweep. We have a great weekend. LA thrives and just goes happy. Just goes about the week happy. But no, you have to go and do that stuff. Idiot, Dave Roberts. Idiot, 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 idiot. Game 2, Sunday. First off, before we start off on anything, I want to commend the Boston Red Sox for giving us Broussard, Gratterall. Round of applause for you guys. Great scouting, great belief. Thank you guys for giving us Broussard. AJ Pollock takes Zach Greinke deep. Hello, welcome to LA, bitch. And then you got Chris Taylor with a Speedy Gonzalez bunt. Nice, nice. Unfortunately, Jock Peterson, easy out Jock. Over here hits into a double play. Should have seen that coming. Victor Gonzalez, man. I really hope. This is the only thing he gave up a double. That was the only flaw with his performance in Sunday's game. But I really hope Victor Gonzalez makes the postseason roster because he's been magnificent. And the story that he has coming from Mexico, man. Proud of this guy. Look at number 81, repping Kobe. But yeah, the bullpen game was Sunday, and they performed so well. So proud of the bullpen. They bounced back because the last week they've been struggling. Kike Hernandez over here getting a good hit. Chris Taylor with the wheels. Meow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then you have Mookie, the MVP. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was a great game. So the bullpen only gave up 1 run, 4 hits, and they struck out 10. I'm really surprised they didn't give up any runs, and this is the only run that was given up by the bullpen. Dylan Floro left a breaking ball too long into that strike zone. Alex Wood, this is the one that I thought was going to give up the most runs. Surprisingly, he didn't. But ultimately, I'm proud in the way the Dodgers performed against the Astros. They didn't crack. They didn't show signs of grudges. They just went out there and physically beat them. And then here you go. Dave Roberts proving to everybody that Kenley Jensen is our closer, quote unquote. He still has it. He's still confident. I got to prove to everybody that no matter what, he's going to remain our closer and we're going to trust him. Plain and simple. That's the only reason he brought out Kenley Jensen. If this was another 5-1 run, a 5-1 game, and he brought him out, all hell would have broken loose. All hell would have broken loose in LA against Dave Roberts. But this is the type of shit that he does. Dave Roberts always wants to prove to everybody that a player can be trusted. We love him. He's our closer, fan favorite, blah, 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 blah. What he doesn't look at is the physical performance on the field during such meltdowns as Saturday from Kenley Jensen. He'd rather sacrifice a win in attempt to prove everybody wrong rather than securing the W and killing that ego. Because the reality is he should have just pulled Kenley Jensen after Josh Reddick. Plain and simple. It is what it is. We split the series against Houston. I'm not too mad about it. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm lying to you guys. I'm pissed. I'm pissed that we did. Anyways, great news, Dodger fans. Dustin May will pitch on Wednesday. That is what Dave Roberts said after a quick bullpen session with Dustin May to test out his foot. It was just a contusion. There was no fracture. There was no break. So the good news is that he's going to be ready. And he's going to be ready for Wednesday. Get another start before the season comes to an end. Speaking of the season coming to an end, Dodger fans, I've been warning you guys about this team. You already know. If you don't know, you should already know. You need to start watching my show a lot more. The Padres beat the Giants in a doubleheader. Mike Clevenger actually bounced back. Mike Clevenger actually bounced back. 7 innings, 2 hits allowed, 7 strikeouts, no runs. But they won both games against the Giants. And the reason they played a back-to-back, someone tested positive. It was a false negative from the Giants. So they had to postpone the game, play them yesterday. And yeah, they're 2.5 games back from the Dodgers for the West. They already secured a winning record. The Padres haven't had a winning record since 2010, and they already secured a winning record. If this is a 162 season, do you guys remember in 2017, the most recent one? In 2017, the Arizona Diamondbacks were supposed to be the team in the West. That team had J.D. Martinez, Paul Goldschmidt, Ray, Robbie Ray, Patrick Corbin. They had a good team, and Archie Bradley was shutting it down. They beat the Dodgers. I believe it was 7 out of 11 times. So they beat the Dodgers, that season record. So the Padres are in this position right now, but the Padres look younger and they're performing a lot better than the Arizona Diamondbacks. The only flaw that I see from them is their starting pitching. That's the only flaw I see from them. Other than that, their offense is damn near elite. They got like 5 players hitting over 300, and Eric Hosmer's not even playing yet. Their bullpen is damn near lights out. The Dodgers did some great work against Houston. If not for Kenley Jensen's meltdown, the pen bounced back. Here it goes, though. The Padres do have the Dodgers number. They beat the Dodgers 4 out of 3 times. So, 4 out of 7 times, I'm sorry. Or is it 3 out of 7? One of those. So they know how to play the Dodgers, and they're not scared. They're not scared of anybody or anything. What is their problem, though, is they have a chain around Tatis, man. They're not letting him play. I get it. He's elite. He can do all these things, but there's still some times where it looks like they pull on that chain and tell him, no, you're stepping a little bit out of bounds. This is the whole situation with Yasiel Puig and the Dodgers. When Yasiel Puig was with the Dodgers, he would bring out that energy and that electricity in the postseason, and no one could tell him otherwise. And that would fuel the Dodgers. You guys remember that slide going into third base? You guys remember that? And here's the thing. Again, I'm not worried about the Padres. They're gonna get theirs. They're gonna win. There's no stopping them. What I am worried about is obviously Dave Roberts. That's who I'm worried about. He has a short leash for Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, and Julio Urias. He doesn't have a short leash for Kenley Jensen, proven on Saturday. Clayton Kershaw, proven against the Giants. And Walker Buehler, proven against, I believe, the Diamondbacks. Or the Padres, one of those. He pulled them. He let them out there. So Dave Roberts, I think, needs to take a step back from the actual pitching job selection and focus more on being the manager and keeping the team chemistry alive and well. Because the pitching, we go back all the way to 2017. You pull Rich Hill in Game 2 of the World Series, hell breaks loose. 2018, you leave Kershaw out there in Game 5. But again, it was going to happen. 2019, Kershaw out of the pen, does his job. Rather than going to Kolarek, you stick with Kershaw for that Cinderella love story ending. So the Padres are here. They're proving a point. They're up next weekend. This weekend, actually. This weekend, the series finale. And this, to me, is going to be super telling where the Dodgers stand. If the Dodgers don't win 2 out of 3, we're going to have a problem. If the Dodgers get handed a huge L, like they lose by a lot and their pitching gets wrecked, I don't know who's going to be pitching yet. It might be, let me see. It It might be let's see, Urias pitched on Saturday. It might be him. I don't think it's gonna be Kershaw. Maybe Kershaw in one of the games actually. But Buehler's still on the DL. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be able to come back for this series. Justin Turner is still not well. In the interview he did, he said he's checking off the boxes for a return. It was supposed to be this weekend, but unfortunately it wasn't. So we gotta wait a little bit longer. Let's see how he recovers and he's able to. I'd rather have him at 100% rather than 70 and aggravating that hamstring. But as of right now, we need to see a lot of production from Cody Bellinger and Max Muncy. You guys are dragging the offense. We expect a lot more. I expect a lot more from you guys, especially. I have you guys at like the highest of pedestal. And every time you guys strike out, every guys hit into double play, every guys hit pop up, you're knocking down the pedestal. You're chipping it away. So as of right now, oh yeah. Padres, I see you guys, as always. So with that, yep, Heat versus Lakers in the finals. EG's got the Nuggets coming out of the the final tomorrow. Gregory Johnson. You shouldn't feel bad for the Clippers. They put themselves in this situation and they're pretty scummy. Think about what Montrezl Harrell said. Think about what Marcus Morris did. Think about what Patrick Beverley does, says, and represents. Think about all that. Don't feel bad for this team. Don't feel bad. Ronald Norwood believes the Clippers are going to be the matchup. I don't know, man. I think so too. I think so too. So with that, I'm excited to say that the Lakers have outperformed my expectations, exceeded my expectations. I'm super excited about what they're about to do. I'm happy that everything's going right. The Dodgers got me a little bit nervous. That's the only hiccup that I have. That's the only thing that I have with LA sports right now. Congratulations, Los Angeles Rams, on christening your new stadium, man. Congratulations. I'm not a football fan. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. For me, football is just not the sport for me. I played it in high school. I didn't really like it. I wasn't bad at it. I'm not gonna say that I was bad and I didn't like it. I was pretty good. I was a good receiver and I was a good field goal kicker. No cap. But I just can't watch it. I don't know why. I just can't. However, seeing what the Rams are doing, the big contracts they're signing, I'm intrigued. I'm interested. I'm watching the games. It's fun. But congratulations, Rams. New stadium. First W of the stadium of the year. Hope you guys are excited for your team. I'm excited for your team. Everybody else out there, I'm not gonna hate on your team. Hope your team does well, except for when they play the Rams. But it is what it is. Oh, my bad, Greg. I thought. Oh, you're nervous. Oh, too bad for the Clippers. My bad, Gregory. My bad. So, yeah, don't feel... I got you, guy. It will be a dogfight if the Lakers play the Clippers, though. But with that, I hope you guys are ready for Friday. It's just a shame that we got to wait till tomorrow to see what's going to happen. I hate to be a Clippers fan right now. I would hate to be a Clipper fan having to wait. The anticipation of, damn, if we give up a 3-1 lead, we're never going to live up, let that out. It's going to suck if you're a Clipper fan. There's going to be a lot of Clipper fans that are going to go back to being Warrior fans or go back to being Laker fans. That's where you came from. You guys came from the Warrior bandwagon. They sucked this year. And you reverted to the Clippers because they got Kawhi. They got a lot of money. Steve Ballmer out here flexing his bags, flexing his wallet, trying to buy fans, getting his billboards up in LA. But bro, you're gonna go to Inglewood and mess up the community over there. It's a shit show for the Clippers, man. Ugh. Nothing will please me more than the Lakers beating the Clippers. But it'll be even funnier if the Nuggets do it for us. It would be a lot more funny. Oh my god. But I hope you guys are having fun. It looks like the fires might be letting out in California and things might be getting better. You got people on the East Coast not wanting to wear masks. You got Orange County already opening up restaurants. They're about to open up Disneyland. Theaters are already open in Orange County. Yet they lead in death and COVID-19. I don't know. This country is jacked up. We should just open everything up. All the other countries that start closing the borders to us. And we're going to be left alone. With Brazil and maybe some African countries. I don't even know who's going to open the borders to us. Maybe China. I don't know. Just open it up. Let us live and die. Because that's basically what's going to happen. I don't want to get into conspiracies. But what I'm going to say is Dodgers this weekend. Big matchup. You guys got to win this matchup this weekend. There's no excuses for you guys not to win. Well, actually, it's today. Damn. It's today. The Padres. And you got Kershaw, Tony Gonsolin, and then Dustin May on Wednesday. Oh, snap. So it's this weekend. My bad, guys. It's today. Oh, my God. I done messed up. I should have looked at the schedule before I did this. That's a huge mess up by me. My bad. Kershaw versus Lamet. That's going to be a hard matchup. Tony Gonsolin versus Zach Davies. Oof. Damn, they got some pitching too. Damn. Okay. Here we go. Here's a matchup. Let's go. Let's get it. Dodgers. We are here. We're ready. Let's go. Let's get it. Ah! You guys ready? All right, man. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please make sure, let me move this out of the way. Please make sure to go subscribe to the YouTube channel. I got more videos out there. I'm going to start doing more short stories. I got a Kobe story that's going to come out pretty soon. I'm also going to be doing giveaways pretty soon. So make sure you guys follow me on all social medias. And stay tuned because it's going to get real good moving forward. Once these Lakers get into the finals and win it, LA is going to go crazy. So with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys as always. Hit up your boy, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.